Welcome back to another instant reaction edition of the Night Report podcast. Joining me once again is Richie Schneiderite. Richie, we're here to talk about a commit that just happened about an hour ago. Davoun Fuse out of Washington High School in Washington, PA. Tell us a little bit about this kid and about his just where he's from, because Washington, PA could be anywhere for all I know.
I actually don't know where in Pennsylvania. I didn't really look in deep into that, but I'm assuming it's West PA just based on who he trains with. He's a 6'5", I think it's 190, 180 around there. Athlete, plays quarterback, cornerback, and wide receiver for his high school team. But weirdly enough, Rutgers is going to take him as a linebacker. I talked to him back in April when he visited. I think it was the 16th or 15th or something like that. Back when he was on campus, he really liked it. Shiano sat him and his family down, gave him the offer. I guess at the end of the day, he kind of just thought it over. Been a couple months. It's been, I guess his recruitment's been a little quiet recently, and I think he just he was comfortable enough with the staff and made the commitment official.
Yeah, so it looks like Washington is about an hour southwest of Pittsburgh, so it's a hike. It's probably about 6 hours to get to New Brunswick. So this kid, just from the sounds of it, he's listed as an athlete. Based on what his measurements are listed at, 6'5", 190. This kid sounds like a bit of a project. Is he just a super high level athlete that they're hoping they could mold into a linebacker?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he plays quarterback, but he's by no means a quarterback. He plays wide receiver. Yeah, he can argue, I guess, just based on his build, he could be a receiver. But he's going to drop down. He's going to pack on the pounds. He's got the frame for it. I mean, he's like, it's weird to say a skinny 190, but he is a skinny 190 because he is 6'5", so it kind of like evens out weight wise. But they like him best at linebacker. It's their first linebacker commit. I think I guess technically their second defensive commit, because Jasir Peterson is technically going to be a D tackle or D lineman, whatever you want to call him. But yeah, it's interesting. He does train with one of the best trainers throughout, I guess you could say, the country technically, because if you're anywhere near that Western PA area, you're working with Dwayne. I forget his last name now. He's going to kill me if he hears this. He listens to all this stuff, but I think I want to say Dwayne Thomas, but I think I'm wrong on that. But he's the 210s trainer. He's well known for training with knives with Aaron Donald back, I guess last
Dwayne
year.
Brown.
Yeah, Dwayne Brown. That's what it is. Every offseason he trains with Aaron Donald, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, he's got knives in his hands." They're not real, by the way. At the end of the day, but he's part of that program. That program's produced, I think his highlight video or his intro video on Twitter says like 8,000 plus scholarship athletes, 40 NFL guys or something like that, and then so a bunch of Army All-Americans, all kinds of All-American high school guys. So to be with him is excuse me, is a huge thing for Rutgers, because you're getting into a program that just not only produces guys but produces them on a yearly basis too.
Yeah, for sure. So it looks like Davoun Fuse visited Rutgers last on April 16th. And he committed, what is it, almost a month later today. Is this a commit that kind of came out of nowhere, or did this kid become a priority because of other happenings in the class?
Well, I'll say it's kind of a little of both, as weird as that sounds, because I mean, it's been pretty obvious. We've been saying this for a couple of weeks now that the other linebackers are starting to trend elsewhere. Sorry, I'm getting over a sinus infection, so don't mind me. But so yeah, it's a little bit both. Like I was saying, guys like Samaj Bridgman are probably going to go down south. It sounds like, whether that be Georgia. Alabama's not committable yet. He's going to probably go visit and then figure that out. If it's committable, I'd be shocked if he didn't take it. You'd kind of be nuts if he didn't take it. But then again, Georgia did beat Alabama. So, but with Frame Brown down there, they're going to start winning the dudes up here left and right, I think. So that's their top linebacker target gone off the board, most likely. Add in a couple other guys. Phil Picciotti's leaning elsewhere. Kayvon Keys is going to lead elsewhere. I'm trying to think off the top of my head who. I don't have my computer, obviously, because this is how much of a craziness. I didn't expect this to happen. It's just like a shock. It's like, oh shit, okay, that just happened. Yeah, we got a text about it and we're like, oh, okay, we gotta go post about that. But yeah, a little bit of a shock, but a little bit partially because the linebacker board's starting to thin a little bit, and it's kind of getting to the point where you got to get some dudes on this commitment list. This is only number 4, and you have other classes like other schools around the country and around the Northeast that have 12, 10, I don't know, 6, 7, 8. and here you're at 4. So I mean, you got to start getting things going. So this could be a little bit of I can't even think of the word, a fireball effect. It's not it. Domino effect. That's it. So we'll kind of see what happens. I kind of thought this was going to wait till, this is one kid I probably would have waited till June to see what else is going to happen. But I mean, if they're confident and that they can develop them, I guess they were enough to take them. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we have a lot of official visits coming up. Last I checked, it was at 8, but I think it's probably going to expand a little bit further now that, early summer official visits become more and more common in kids' junior years. But this is a story that I'm sure will continue to develop as, time passes, because this was just such a shock. And, we're only an hour away from the commitment actually happening. Is there anything else, though, you wanted to hit on before we sign off on this one?
I actually I wanted to mention it because you just brought it up. The official visits, I think there's more than 8 confirmed on the message board. Yep. The exact number. I find it so intriguing about how it's completely flip-flopped, because we know Chris Ash didn't like it. We know Shiano didn't like it from the start. The summer visits were no one wants it. He likes having people on campus down during game times. Come on a Friday, hang out Friday, Saturday game day, enjoy the game, blah blah blah. Now it's kind of flip-flopped a little bit. Now with recruiting getting pushed back earlier and earlier, or pushed forward, earlier, back, whatever you want to call it. He's kind of starting to cater to this. So it's kind of like one of those situations you have to adapt to. And now you're getting a ton of dudes that are going to be on campus in June. Even Jersey guys are taking official visits, and like a Ted Gregory.
Yeah.
I think there's another Jersey guy, but I can't remember who, but you get the point.
Yeah, no, it's so weird because I followed recruiting pretty closely while I was in high school and college, and just the amount that's changed in my short, 15 years of really following it is insane. I can only imagine what it feels like for people who've been Rutgers fans since like the 70s or 60s. So
nuts.
Yeah. But all right, guys, appreciate you guys tuning in once again. Stay focused on the boards. We might have some more news regarding this dropping and any other news that comes up. But this has been another episode of the Night Report Podcast. Signing off.